Strong Toyota, leading the way every day. And strong Toyota, symbols of trust.
These are just amazing things. Free Philippines, because there was no newspaper at the time.
The village of SINAJANA is taking a different approach to this year's liberation theme of stories of courage and faith by paying tribute to the storytellers.
And the storytellers are the journalists, those who help capture really the images, the sights, the sounds of the emotions that are there. And I think without a lot of the media and really the First Amendment, the free press, that's what separates us a lot from the different rest of the world. And so as they captured that, you'll see that in the float.
While only the frame of the float was up today, Mayor Robert Hoffman and his team have been busy assembling the various pieces that will be put together by Sunday. These pieces depict the stories of Guam's liberation and the Allied victory in World War II, as told through the media of the day.
It's those who help capture the news, those correspondents, the war correspondents, and I can imagine the emotion as they came down. They really took those photos. I wish they had more cameras on the ground at the time, but what they captured really is embedded in the minds of everybody around the world now, because you have those very familiar iconic photos of the raising the flag in Iwo Jima. You have iconic photos of war all over. So there's several iconic photos of Guam that when you see it, you actually know that that's Guam's liberation.
And as the float passes by you during the Liberation Day parade, it really will appear to be floating, as it's not being pulled by anything.
What we did this year is we actually took one of our older government vehicles that was pretty much slated for GSA, and we decided, you know, one more round with it, and we actually were able to encase it and re-weld a couple of the structures onto the chassis, into the suspension, and we actually were able to encase the whole thing to a 14-foot by 7-foot floating platform. So it's going to be the first of its kind for the parade on our side that we've known.
The car isn't the only repurposed item used for the float.
We reused old pipes, old stop sign pipes and stuff like that. We reused pallets, canopy pipes, netting that we found, cardboard tubes and everything, and we were learning how to use plaster and fiberglass and kind of mold that. And I think that's the way, my vision at the end of this is, if I want to learn fiberglass molding, and if I can actually learn how to make fiberglass molds and casts, I think our Guam's parades can only get better.
Mayor Hoffman says Hafa-Day Signs and the Mayor's Council of Guam were important partners in making the float possible. Betsy Brown, PNC News.